Back in January of 2022, this Pokemon game changed the meaning of exploration and adventure forever. With the release of Pokemon Legends ZA on the way soon, I need to get my feet wet. With over 200 catchable Pokemon, large-scale areas, and the mystery of Arceus at play, this game offers over 100 hours of content to consume. I've never played this game before, but I wanted to experience everything it had to offer. I set a goal of 100%ing the game, catching all 242 Pokemon, getting them all to research level 10 just for the shiny charm. So I took 6 days off of work and locked myself in the office. If I don't complete this challenge before then, I might lose my job. Professor Laventon shows me the ropes of how to catch a Pokemon and then lets me pick my very own starter. But I let my chat do that for me instead. What starter should I pick? You can lock it in with 1, 2, or 3. Are y'all serious? Wait, stop. Wait, stop. Please don't do that. Am I really going with this one? Okay, fine. Fine, chat. After getting through more introductory stuff, I got to explore my first area of the game. And finally came my first task ever, catching God. Next is infamously Starly, which introduced stealth catching. I'm sure you'll see me use that a lot later on. After meeting Commander Epic Mealtime, I was finally tossed out back into the wild Fieldlands to hunt for some more Pokemon. But first, I had to do some chores because, frankly, I'm still in tutorial mode. I made some rounds catching Starly and picked up a Wurmple in the process. The next Pokemon I set my eyes on was Buizel. He's an interesting little guy because unlike some of the other Pokemon I've encountered, he's aggressive. So I hopped into battle, got him down just to the red bar, and caught him first try. On the other hand, what I didn't realize is that Pokemon can just run away. I scooped up a Ponyta and ran back to the village where I picked up my first rank. I got access to heavy balls, which are super useful for sneaky catches. There's no time to waste, so I got back out there, caught a bunch of repeats for some easy research levels, and found a rare Pokemon. Are y'all seeing what I'm seeing? Lock in. Lock in, chat. Please. Please, if you fuck with me, please. Oh, let's go! Along the way, one of the Wurmples I caught evolved into Cascoon, which is just a free catch. Since Generation 2, Pokemon introduced this concept of catching different Pokemon during different times of the day. So I decided to take advantage of that while I made my way over to the next story objective. It also makes it a little annoying when it turns back to morning time. Pokemon can disappear, run away, and be naturally aggressive. I almost had this little Kricketot run away from me since I hadn't developed my 5-star quarterback arm yet. Up the mountain, I caught some new faces and handled some evolutions. Oh, and I ran into my first shaking tree. The shaky tree isn't super rare, but what you can find inside of them is pretty crazy. The encounters vary, but the best thing to find would be a Cherubi or Cherim. Finally, after moseying on over to the objective, I got to encounter the coolest thing in the game, Alpha Pokemon. I always thought they were really scary looking, but I got to take one home for free. On the way to Calm Cleavor, I knocked out a decent portion of the dex. I just think this area is beautiful. It fuels the serenity and mystery of the forest with its variety of spawns. I went and took care of Cleavor on my first try, and honestly, I consider this guy a tutorial boss because it was way too easy. After the fight, I got to evolve Abra and taught him Hypnosis, which can help with some catches. When it was nighttime back in the village, this little creepy girl had something to show me. She needs me to restore a seal, and gives me an odd keystone in return. While this is an important task, we'll get back to this later. The commander needs me to study a new Pokemon, which unlocked the Crimson Mirelands. And thanks to the new rank, I got access to better balls in the game. While I understand I didn't catch everything in the first area, it's better for me to progress through the game, then go back and grab everything. So I took my talents to the Crimson Mirelands. Lots of new Pokemon, events, and a giant map. Oh, and one of my favorite things about this is that you just can't swim. Yeah, you just drown like a pathetic little guy, but it's okay, we'll fix that later. So the coolest thing about this place is that when it rains, you can get an STD. What? Like the space-time distortions, you fucking freaks. The way that STDs work is that every 5 to 25 minutes, it increases the chance of one appearing. By the 45-minute mark, you're guaranteed one. Inside these are some pretty rare Pokemon that can only be obtained within the distortion based on the location you're in. So during my journey over there, I caught a bunch of new Pokemon. I spent a lot of my time exploring a small amount of the area, looking for any Pokemon I missed. One of the most iconic in this area being Hippopotas. I hope I said that right. Maybe? I scooped up Tangela, Haunter, Graveler, Yanma before I found another STD. Inside the second STD, I was able to catch a Heracross. I mostly ran around collecting items I could use later on. Outside of there, I came across a Wish Cache, which evolved my Eevee into the coolest evolution. With a pretty productive day, I ended off with 53 total Pokemon and 20 completed research levels. It was time for some rest to prep for a very long day tomorrow. So I got some horrible rest. In the middle of the night, my whiteboard fell off on my wall, somehow taking out my router and completely missing my head. My stream died and it felt like a little disaster, but you know, I had to get to work. The first thing I did was evolve my Luxio, make it to the next camp, battled and caught a Stunky, and caught Teddiursa. I recaught some more Pokemon, evolved Staravia, and I even found some new faces like Petlil and Goomy, and even evolved Quilava to Typhlosion. Eventually, I led myself over to the most intense alpha Pokemon battle yet. Pachirisu? No way. It's an alpha? Bro, there's no way this thing would actually kill me. A Pokemon like this? There's no way. Okay, cool. No, that's fine. That's actually fine. No, that's fine. It's fine. If I could just get it move off. Okay. Nope, that's cool. No, it's fine. It's fine. Listen, I was thinking of a different Pokemon. That's my fault. Wait, that's my fault. That's my fault. Hold on. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Slap him. Oh, it's huge. If I just get one more quick attack in, we're money. We're money. Maybe I just do a regular here. I don't want to do too much damage, you know? Yeah, I didn't want to hurt you too bad, Pachirisu. That's my bad, you know? Listen, I know how you get. Play rough on these nuts. Come on. Lock in with me. Heavy ball first try. Heavy ball first try, chat. Okay, you know what? The first try is usually, it's like hit or miss. It's like 50-50. You just got to keep going with it, you know? You just gotta try some shit out here, okay? Just hold on. I'm not gonna lie, you may be cooked. Wait until I use the same colored ball, though. The same colored ball as Pachirisu. That's all it needs. Okay, well, you know, sometimes it works, though. Sometimes. Okay. Okay, I had an under-leveled Pokemon out on the field. I get it. Listen, this Stun Spore, though. Listen about this Stun Spore, though. This goes so hard. I promise, 80% accuracy, there's no way I miss. There's no way. Am I stupid? I'm stupid. I'm actually stupid. I'm not stupid, okay? Listen, it was a miscalculation. It was a miscalculation, okay? Look, I just do a little poison powder on this, okay? And look, it's gonna do some damage to itself. This probably isn't the great idea. It's not a great idea, but I'm willing to take the gamble and the bet here that if I just throw out a little Pokeball with Luxray out on the field, I think I cook. Hold on, hear me out. I have double the chance of catching it here. I know I sound crazy, chat. Lock in with me. I might be cooked. I might be cooked. Unless it heals itself. It might heal itself, though. It might heal itself, though. Hold on. Hold on now. Wait for it. Wait. The only good thing that came out of this is I didn't get a Pachirisu, but I got an Eevee to evolve. And if anything, if this evolves into a Sylveon, I might just have to fucking take myself out bad. I really might. I really might. Get rid of baby doll eyes? What did you tell me? I didn't know. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know. Just release it, man. Just release the Pokemon. It can go, honestly. I don't even want to play. I don't even want this anymore. I ran back to camp and evolved another Eevee to Vaporeon since I had a spare Water Stone from the STD earlier. I made up for my failed Alpha attempt by catching a regular one instead. So you might remember earlier when I mentioned that shaking trees can be a fun gamble. Your lottery ticket here is Cherubi and Cherim, who are an extremely rare spawn. And I found one of them super early in the game. I picked up the pace and got back to work by snagging a couple more Pokemon. So far, I'm sitting at 65 Pokemon caught and 34 research level 10s. With the Salacion Ruins fragment back in place, it was time to decipher some unknown language.
What the hell is that, sir?
And finally, I could unleash the beast. With a new friend in the bag, I unlocked the ability to find unknown around the world. I had to make a quick pit stop at the Obsidian Fieldlands to take care of some unfinished business. I came here to catch Eevee originally, but I figured I would scope out any Pokemon I missed. I got to evolve my Eevee again, but this time, I made sure to take off any fairy-type moves. I took off towards the southwestern part of the map that I haven't explored yet, where I caught a few more new faces, and evolved Zubat. One of the first known creepy Pokemon in the series has definitely been Mr. Mime in my opinion, and he was a pretty tough one to get a hold of. I spent a total of about 3 hours in this place, and believe it or not, it sucks. I kept racking up some easy research levels here by catching a bunch of Pokemon and evolving Golbat. Luckily, I was lucid enough to even change the time to morning, which allowed me to get Espeon. Back in the town, I boosted a few ranks, which gave me access to better balls and higher level obedience. So far, my progress is looking pretty sharp. 75 Pokemon caught, and 44 research level 10s. Now, let's go look for a Reizu, who's probably starving to death right now. It immediately stops. I'm so confused. I'm lost. It shines orange and then it goes blue, and I'm like, okay, so what are we doing? What are we doing here? Blue means it's in that direction?
I thought the orange is good.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, we're hot. We're hot. Orange is items. Well, why won't it dig for it? It won't do anything. Buddy, dig. Dig. What am I doing, man? What am I doing? Dude, I could be drunk right now and somehow I would have a way easier time. Way easier time with this. This is too much. I'm so overstimulated. I'm so overstimulated. Okay, okay, it's here. I was trying. I was fucking trying. I was here. I went here 3 different times and it didn't bring me here every single time. Oh, how did it go with Ursaluna? Let me fucking tell you, it was a trip. It was wonderful. I had so much fun. I had so much fun. Finding a Reizu gave me access to new Pokemon and a new part of the map where I was able to snag a Sudowoodo, and I was able to smack an Alpha Roserade in one shot. Like I always do, professional gamer me, of course, wipes up this fight in one clean take. With that, I get the Meadow Plate in return, and now a Reizu finds a spot here in the village to start a hairdresser shop, which I didn't really use until the end of the game. My new orders are to travel out to the Cobalt Coastlands. This place is so beautiful, and I think it's got to be my favorite area in the game. I started right off with evolving Ralts to Curlia, but immediately I sniped whatever I was looking at and got bullied in the process. For whatever reason, I had so much trouble catching these fucking Mothams, so I pulled out all the stops so I could bag one. I might have just been hungry, so my amazing, awesome, beautiful, funny, gorgeous girlfriend Mary made a godlike meal full of chicken tacos and a giant dressed beer. So, you know, while I ate, I had to turn on some Peak. these Pokemon weren't going to catch themselves, so I had to get right back to work. Normally, I avoid battling Pokemon at all costs because they take a lot more time than chucking a few balls at them, but sometimes they force your hand at it. Towards the left side of the island, I grabbed a couple fighting mons, which wasn't easy, and then I had to retreat from this fuck-ass Octillery. I haven't really covered this too much, but the game offers a ton of side quests from NPCs like this guy Hiko. These little guys stole his packed goods, and they're sadly uncatchable. I had no choice but to obliterate them. On the way to the first objective on the island, I snatched an Alpha Pergly. I just kept getting distracted by all the new faces on the island, which wasn't exactly all that bad. In this area, my job is to survey Firespit Island, but I can't really do anything without water travel. I got told the only way I can get it is by feeding a fish Dusclops. It can be found in the shipwreck area along with some other mons. But one Pokemon in this area tore me to shreds. I hate this Pokemon. I mean, I love it, but I hated hunting this thing down. Dusclops does their thing and pops a little aura into the food for Basket Legion, and now I can finally surf anywhere I want. I love this pink guy. He's so fun to ride around and covers ground extremely well. Right when I hopped into the sea, I got jump scared by Pokemon I have never seen before. And to make things really fun, you can jump in slow-mo to catch Pokemon. It started raining, which made things a little bit harder than usual, but eventually I grabbed a hold of Mantine. For whatever reason, Gyarados is borderline impossible to catch without initiating a battle with it. The biggest milestone yet, Pokemon number 100, is Ponyta evolving into Rapidash. I was having way too much fun riding around with Basket Legion and picking up some new friends along the way. On Firespit Island, I grabbed Magmar and got some bombs ready for the boss fight. I picked up the next plate and headed back to the village. The total caught and research level 10 Pokemon numbers are looking fantastic. Mind you, all the research levels and Pokemon caught that I've done so far are completely guideless. In Jubilee Village, I randomly thought about why Tangela hasn't evolved yet, so I decided I should fix that. I'm close to halfway through this challenge, and there's a couple of important things I just discovered here. 1, there's a downstairs in this building, and 2, running is faster than spamming the dodge button. I got nothing but Kingdom Hearts and Zelda to blame for this habit. My new objective is to head to the Coronet Highlands. This place is home to rock and ground type Pokemon. It's pretty mysterious and unforgiving, but has some of the more rare Pokemon. I thought it was a good idea to evolve my male Kirlia to Gallade. But there's one thing I didn't realize. A Dawnstone. It needs a freaking Dawnstone. Ingo leads the way in this cave since it's considered dangerous and gives me an eerie feeling during exploration with every corner I turned. The Ancient Quarry is this little marble stone area where they mined all the minerals and make the Spirit Pillar. It might not seem like much, but I can feel the tension rising the more I walk up on the mountain. I'm sitting at 57 Pokemon at research level 10. With the addition of Sneasler, I got the Toxic Plate from them as well. This next half of the area is vast, and it's really easy to miss Pokemon and other things here. Creeping up this mountain, I was pleasantly surprised to find an Alpha Gabite that I was able to trickshot snipe across the map from the bushes. Eventually, I made it to this broken pillar area where you can find loads of cool Pokemon. Even more cool and rare than that, this happened to me. I was getting hella lucky right off the bat. Sadly, the STD was really short-lived, but I came out swinging and I scored big. Call me crazy, but I feel like this cutscene reminds me of the Kirby 64 tree boss. I don't know, that might be a reach. Believe it or not, this is probably my favorite boss fight in the entire game. It scratched the gamer itch in the perfect way. My reward is a Zap Plate, and Melly on his knees like a good boy is enough for me. I could get a great night's rest knowing I low-broed Melly. The next morning started off great with a new research level. With 4 frenzied Pokemon behind us, it's time to calm the final one. Before I got to business, I got sidetracked by a rare Pichu outbreak in the Obsidian Fieldlands to complete its research levels and evolve a couple Pokemon. Spent some time out here in an STD pop-up catching a Weavile on Instaspawn, and I even found some other rare finds. I evolved a couple of Pokemon I had with me, caught Alpha Infernape with a little sneak and throw method, and picked up the rarest Pokemon in the area. I grabbed some other Pokemon I missed during my first runs, and after like 30 hours of playtime, I found my first unknown. And I'm not gonna lie, the hitbox on this thing sucks. Up the mountain in Coronet Highlands, I grabbed Electabuzz and Electivire, who was a pain in the ass to catch. I evolved baby Togepi and caught the Pokemon whose name I just cannot pronounce. I didn't really do enough exploring in this area. I didn't realize either that there's some Hisuian exclusive Pokemon like Sneasel here. So finally I got back on track and headed to the Alabaster Icelands. There I met Irida and Adaman to calm the big bad Avalugg. But first, I evolved some item Pokemon. I used the Shiny Stone I had from an SCD earlier to evolve Togetic into Togekiss, a Leaf Stone on Voltorb, and the upgrade on Porygon for Porygon 2. I'm a big fan of the wintertime and snow, so I thought this place was beautiful. On the way, I caught some more Pokemon and met the warden Gayrick. I learned that Avalugg loves Eternal Ice, and the only way to get that is through someone named Sabi, who's got the final friend for me to use, Braviary. But nah, you know, it's not that easy. She wants me to play a game of catch for her, and she starts running all over the map. So you know, I had to make my time worthwhile, and I caught some friends along the way. Something about this temple screams Regigigas. But I don't know, it's probably just a stupid Satchies. This place is extremely eerie. I evolved Bergmite and then fought against Braviary to finally gain the ability to fly. I understand why they held this ability until the end of the game because it blows every single Pokemon out of the water. Up the mountain where Avalugg lives, I caught an Alpha Machamp, and finally it was time to take on what I'm gonna call the Piss Lord. I swear this battle is supposed to be the easiest, but those Ice Beam missile thingies are just so fucking annoying. For whatever reason, the sky color changed, and Commander Komodo puts the blame on me. Just classic. I'm officially banned from the village, and now it's forcefully time to lock the fuck in on my Pokédex. There's no excuse now, especially with Braviary on me. But first, an old friend offers their support. Volo slanders the Galaxy team and shows me a hideout for the time being. Who is this? Always a pleasure, Mistress Kogita. Oh my god. Oh, dude. Fucking A. Who the helly is this? I don't really know what she's talking about, but goddamn, I love her. She does give me a mission to run off to. Finish special trials at Lake Verity, Valor, and Acuity. And then I'll finally get the red chain to bind everything together. Yeah, we all know how well that went in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Adaman and Irida show up to the camp and offer us to join their clan for the rest of the game. And I'm not gonna lie, this wasn't an easy choice because it actually determines your legendary and who you battle in the end. The cool thing about the Purple Sky event is that STDs are more likely to spawn during the first 5 minutes of entering a map. During my search, I had something weird happen to me.
No, I have oh my god, dude.
Shut the fuck up. This is crazy. Yes, I got it. I rode that high into an SCD where I caught a level 71 Jolteon that almost wiped my entire team, as well as a Magmortar, and on my last throw, the STD ate my ball. After catching a gazillion Craniados in there, I evolved one of them to Rampardos. I made my way over to the Obsidian Fieldlands to do some cleanup work. Without this bird, I would have never found this area either. And it's got a pretty fun Pokemon in it too. I used a dubious disc I found in an STD to evolve Porygon 2 to Z, and evolved Rufflet to Braviary. So I jumped back to the Icelands to pick up what I missed. Sneakily caught Mamoswine, evolved the new Turkwood to Grotle, and Chingling. But one big thing I missed in this area were these underground ice tunnels, full of some cool mons. There's also this giant ice rock to evolve Eevee, and the rare Hisuian Zorua. Some evolutions threw me off too, like Cleavor, because I would have never known to evolve it like that. Since I was here with the items too, I went ahead and evolved Rhydon. After I bounced to the Cobalt Coastlands and sniped a flying Honchkrow, I went ahead and caught a bunch of Pokemon I missed on my first run. I randomly found an unknown bee on the Firespit Island volcano as well, and spent way too much time on this frickin' Magby, but you know, I was able to get it. Since I caught Flareon a million years ago, I was able to use my Fire Stone on Growlithe. And since I spent forever here, I finally got an SCD to spawn. because I was looking for the rare Magnemite, who, by the way, are only obtainable here. I guess I didn't notice it the first time, but there was conveniently an Alpha Empoleon right next to it, right after I snagged the Celio next to it too. Luckily, the Magnemite showed up a few minutes later, and you know, this cave was looking too mysterious to pass up, but I found Unknown Q in one of the trees. I was able to reclaim Dusknoir at night on the east side of the island. And finally, after a serious catch session, I was getting burnt out of it and decided to turn back to the story. I arrived at Lake Verity and found another unknown. Inside the cave, I'm greeted by a giant Alpha Goodra, which was far from an easy fight. I'm greeted by Mesprit, who makes me dive deep into my emotions. I just answered whatever I was feeling, and I guess that was enough to get Mesprit's plume in return. Next up was Lake Acuity, protected by Alpha Hisuian Zoroark, which is probably the easiest fight out of the three. Uxie's trial was really weird too.
Combi, Zubat, Unknown, Magneton, and Dusclops. How many are in their eyes? You said Combi, so 2. Combi, Zubat, Magneton, Dusclops. It's 5 or 6. Oh. Was that right? I gotta pay attention. Hold on. Combi 2, Zubat 1. So 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. I didn't remember what Pokemon it was. You are so wrong. What? Combi. Zubat. Oh, Zubat has none. 2, 0, 1, 1, 1. Is that wrong? 2, 0, 1, 1, 1. This is painful. Wait. What the fuck am I looking at? Oh, it's 6. It's 6, 0, 1, 1, 1. I don't want to talk about it. That's a different cutscene. Hey. Hey. I'm a Pokemon master.
I probably need to go back to Pokemon school. The last place is Lake Valor, and inside is the freakiest fish of all, Overquill. My original plan was to catch this thing and skip having to grind for an evolution, until this happened.
Always on the second try. No. No, 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 no.
Azel's trial consisted of hitting it with a bomb, and I was airballing like Valentine out there. With the proof of their trials completed, they came together at the ancient ruins to create the Red Chain. The commander plans to climb Mount Coronet himself to find the answer to this rift. I took off for Mount Coronet to follow everybody and put a stop to this mess. I was able to win a couple of battles against the Mochi guy and Kamado. With everyone's approval behind me, it was time to end this once and for all.
Oh! What the fuck? That's how it got all fucked? What the hell? What the fucking helly? I got goosebumps like crazy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
What the fuck? This music is so good. It's okay, it's okay. You know what? I like the banger music. I like the banger music. It's okay. It's okay. Yes. Whoa. This is it. Oh, I did it. Yes. Dude. Oh, my heart is beating like crazy. Whoa. I got goosebumps. I've never been so happy to see the clear sky. Yep, that's right, y'all. I beat the game, close out the video, give a like, and maybe donate $5 to me. The space-time rift is gone, the sky's back to normal, and now I can finally focus on what matters the most, completing the Pokédex. While I was free from the story lore, I made it my only job to evolve Quillfish, and that was the end of my long, treacherous Day 3 journey, totaling at 192 out of 238 total Pokemon caught, and 81 out of 238 research level 10s complete. It may not seem like it, but I still have a lot of work to do. The next day, I was ready to handle business. My first objective was heading to the Lake Trio for some easy catches. I'm allowed to check out the volcano, which has a pretty special Pokemon in there. This battle wasn't easy for me at first, so I just started trying to pick up the mud off the ground, chucking it at him, and hoping for the best. And quite luckily, that did the trick. Another plate was being held at Moonview Arena, home to the Crescent Pokemon. She tries to mess with your controls by inverting them, but she's pretty harmless. Now, I think it's quite obvious who the next legendary Pokemon is. Combining all the special plates from my journey led me to the quiet basement where Regigigas lives. This dude scares the fuck out of me. I think it's because of my fear of the movie Iron Giant as a kid. I just really hate big and tall stuff, and it's terrifying. Like, what if it steps on you? What if it picks you up and you're just a little tiny pawn to it? That's all the legendary Pokemon I can catch for now. It only took me for the end of the game to realize you can customize your character from head to toe. It's got some of the swaggiest designs of the series as a whole. With all the plates gathered, I had nothing better to do but to go drop off all my plates to Mommy Kojita. And as a result of collecting all of these, she gives me a pixie plate in return that she was using as nothing but a cutting board. I guess I spoke too soon because there's actually one more missing legendary Pokemon from the mix. And I'm not gonna lie, this is the first time I started feeling very creepy about this guy. I was scared, so I did everything and anything I could to prep my team to the max. And finally climbing back up to Mount Coronet. The temple lies in ruins now. Columns cracked and broken, like pillars now turned into spears, stabbing into the heavens. Well, I detect a distinct lack of Giratina. Oh, so it's not here. I dare say you deserve to know what I'm really after by now. What the fuck? Ever since I became convinced that Arceus really does exist, there's been one question that consumed my thoughts. How can I meet such a being myself? It was in an attempt to answer this question that I originally sought out Giratina and had it tear open that rift in space and time. After all, Giratina wished to stand against Arceus, but that didn't do the trick. So then I had you gather the fragments of the all-encompassing deity just as the murals of the ruins directed. 18 plates said to be the fragments of the all-encompassing deity. You hold in your hands 17 of them, so you must be wondering, where's the last one? It's right here! Yo, thanks, Volo. Are you gonna give it up? No shot! My desire to meet Arceus cannot be contained any longer. I need to know what it is. I must know what it is. Will you fucking freak ass shithole? This guy's insane. He's fucking insane. If you want to keep this world from disappearing, face me and what the fuck? He's insane. He's insane. He's insane. He's insane. What? Why is it playing Cynthia music? I'm so scared. He literally has the whole time. The whole time I thought Kogita was Cynthia. This is her. I'm so scared. I'm scared for my life right now. My fucking mouth is twitching. I am so gagged. I am beyond gagged. Guess what? Go back to selling nicks and crannies, you stupid ass. Little cosplayer. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye, you insane fucker. Why you? Why do you have the blessing of Arceus? I've devoted myself to Arceus beyond any other. I worshipped it as the creator of our entire world. I bent all of my passion and interest to its study. All the time I spent poring over the legends, everything I've done. You outsider. It's almost as if you were spat out of the space-time rift just to get in my way. This isn't finished yet. Can you feel it? The chill creeping through your veins. The eldritch presence icing your heart. What are we on right now? What the fuck? What? I thought we were done. You're supposed to be in a cave. What? What? Wait. Wait, I thought we were done. What the fuck am I gonna do? I don't have any Pokemon left. Fuck me silly, man. My entire team is susceptible to ground type, and the Dusknoir dies a ghost. What do I do? Oh my god. Okay, this gives me a chance to do something. I Blizzard here, 10% chance to miss. I have 2 Pokemon left on the field. Now 3. I think all I do is I Blizzard here, it survives, and then I start throwing balls. Oh! I'm him. That animation is crazy. Though. I have to win. I can't catch you. I'm so stupid. I'm silly. I'm just silly. I'm silly. I was trying to catch you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yep. Toodaloo-doo-doo-doo. I thought we were done. No. Let me guess, phase 3. My journey is over. My story ended when I lost to you. Cynthia. Ah. I can't believe it. No words. Just absolutely speechless. In the aftermath, I got a Celestica flute as a winning gift, which is the key to Arceus. I'm still missing some legendaries and even rare Pokemon. Some freebies I got to check off on my list were the 2 remaining starter Pokemon, like Oshawott and Rowlet, thanks to the professor. I actually had one place in mind I still needed to check. Miss Kojita got word of the bad Volo news and sent her condolences with another batch of legendaries. This is the Ragebait's final boss. I wasn't really sure what to do at first. I mean, I tried throwing a bunch of different stuff, but eventually learned that mud balls are the key. I needed a break, so I popped a couple evolution and research levels on the new starters in my bag. Just 30 minutes later, I collected my first triple-digit research level 10 Pokemon. There's one area in the Coronet Highlands I missed that's full of the cutest Pokemon. It even has one of the rarest spawns in the area, being Cleffa. Now that I got all 3 starters, I decided to look up and follow a map for catching all of the unknown, because without that, I'm probably going to be stuck looking around for another month. Brace yourself with me, because for the last 27 Pokemon, I did a lot of back and forth here. Yes! Okay, I think I need one of these. I love ping pong, okay? I'm like just decent at it. I don't think I'm like super amazing. Waiting, I'm waiting. Okay. I had Burmy though. It caught. There it is. Hey now. Uh-oh. Okay. Fucking A. Ow. Oh, hold on. Pause. Yes. Okay, got it. 2 seconds. Bosch passes the Ray Allen in the corner. 1. Bang. Bang. Oh, shit. Bro, get the fuck out of my way. Okay. Yes. Yes. Ball. Yeah, yeet. I didn't see it jump that high. Hell yeah. No way. I'm dead. Just kill me. Just kill me. Just take all the sicky blubs things. Just fucking kill me, dude. Just... Yes. Oh my god. Huge. What is that? Is that 225, chat? Whoa. That's pretty looking. I now get a pretty Lilligant. Holy shit. 9 Pokemon left to go. 2 whiffs. 3rd time is the charm. Yes, dude. On the first try, baby. 232. That's 233 on the board. Bizor. Who is it gonna be?
Get in there. We're going to get you out of there. Yes. Yes, man. Yes.
Whew, I can't believe I'm saying this, but the last Pokemon I need is Munchlax. There's a reason why I saved it for last, because it has a 3% to 8% chance to spawn on the map. And you actually have to be very sneaky to catch it too. Okay, so I kind of lied, but as a bit of a bonus DLC, my friend Sloosh very kindly donated a Shaman to me that you can only obtain by owning a copy of Sword and Shield. Because I don't own it and never played it, I can't get it. You need it for Shiny Eternatus, which I just don't feel up to getting anymore. I mean, you guys know how I feel about it. So Sloosh, if you're watching this, I gotta return your Shaman back. I am not even close to being done. I know, I lied again. I need to finish the unknown decks first. So to do this, I just followed a guide that showed their locations and caught every single one of them. It's really boring, so I'm just going to show you the completed Pokédex. Woo! Look at me! Now, with another good night's rest, all I had to do ahead of me was 100 plus research levels, all the remaining wisps, and a couple more Pokemon. Yeah, I lied one more time, just one more time. One of the other big tedious tasks in this game is collecting all of the wisps. It took me about 2 hours to search for less than 100 of them in each map. And once you collect them all, Vesa will give you a bunch of items as a reward for your progress. She tells me to meet her at the Shrouded Ruins at the same time as we first met. After collecting the final wisp, a Spirit Tomb will appear, which is the final Pokemon I need for the Pokédex. Professor congratulates me for completing the Pokédex and bites his curiosity, wondering what's going to happen after this. The final thing I have to do is complete over 100 plus Pokemon research to level 10. I'm not going to show every single Pokemon off because, like I said before, it's boring. It took me 11 hours total with very little to no breaks just to knock this out. Today is the day of reckoning. Since I own a copy of Shining Pearl, I woke up the next day to hunt down Darkrai in the Coronet Highlands. This fight's a little similar to the Cloud Trio, where you have to dodge its attacks and find a frame-perfect shot to hit it into battle. And after catching it, I perfected its research level. At the peak of Spear Pillar, yeah, look, I know it's Temple of Sinnoh, but I'm not calling it that shit. I played that flute one last time and walked up the stairs to my doom. Bruh, this fight was not playing. I played Elden Ring all the way up to the middle of the DLC, and I gotta say, it is on that level of difficulty. I'm just a greedy bastard, and for whatever reason, I can't control myself there, waiting a few seconds to make a move. It took me about 20 attempts, and with that, I have officially beaten Pokemon Legends Arceus. I 100%ed the game. I got every single Pokemon to research level 10 and caught every single Pokemon. Completing the decks in over 60 hours, I felt relieved. This project is by far, I think, the hardest thing I've ever done in a span of 6 days, but I plan on doing the same thing for Legends ZA when it comes out. And as you're seeing this, what I want you to do is go to my Twitch channel, follow me there for a non-stop 2-week marathon from October 15th all the way to October 24th. If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel because this is by far one of the best challenges I've ever done. Thanks so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you all in the next one.